families for having us all here tonight to celebrate this joyous occasion. Especially Lydia and Stu and Joni and Rick. So big cheers to you guys. This being my first real wedding, I don't really have much to compare to, but so far I'd say we're off to a pretty good start.
Yeah, Bram.
Second, I'd like to thank just Katie. I've seen firsthand the time and effort she's put into planning this weekend, and I thank you, Katie, for giving me those extra hours to hang with Matt. In all seriousness, you've planned a beautiful weekend, and you really thought of every little detail imaginable. For those of you that don't know, Matt and I have been friends since we were 6 years old. First time we ever met, Lydia had brought someone over our house to meet my sister Lindsay, and she'd also brought Matt. Story goes, my mom answers the door, sees Matt, and says, "Oh, I have the son the same age." My mom calls me over. Little Bram comes strutting to the door, take one look at him, boom, slam the door in his face. Looking back at that, I want to know what the hell he was thinking, because I doubt it was, I want to be friends with that guy. Whatever it was, I'm happy it turned out the way it did, because soon after that, we were inseparable. He was my brother from another mother, the brother I never had. Some of my fondest memories growing up are by Matt's side. Hockey in the basement, playing The Sims and Banjo-Kazooie for hours on end, toasting pizza bagels in the temple kitchen during Yom Kippur. For you non-Jews out there, Yom Kippur is the Jewish holiday where you're not supposed to eat. I'll let you guys figure out who came up with the pizza bagel idea. One of my favorite stories, Matt and I were probably around 10 and we were really into rock climbing at the time. So we thought it would be a good idea to tie jump ropes together and belay my sister Lindsay up the side of our house. As my mom is pulling into the driveway, she sees Matt and I pulling my sister up over the edge. She comes running up to us screaming, saying, "Bram, what the hell were you thinking?" And my only response was, "What? Matt ties good knots." It's funny I'm sharing this story because we're here tonight to celebrate the tying of another knot. The bond between Matt and Katie. During this speech, it became clear to me why Katie's and Matt's knot will be forever unbreakable.
Nailed it, Bram.
Honesty. Katie likes to call it bluntness, but I prefer to call it honesty. For those of you that know Matt well, you know he's one of the most direct and straightforward guys. Probably the most direct guy I've ever met. He was recently joking around with me saying he would make for the absolute worst politician, and it's true, he would suck at it. He calls it as he sees it, and I love him for it. When I reflect on our friendship, I know that we always told the other person what needed to be said rather than what the other had hoped to hear. There was never an undermining agenda, but rather a mutual respect. In my time spent with Matt and Katie, I know that they too have built a relationship based off honesty and respect, but their relationship is so much more than that. Their entire foundation is based off friendship. Before they even started dating, they were friends. Almost everything they enjoy doing in their lives, they enjoy doing together, and whatever it is, it's always filled with laughter. Usually that laughter being directed at me. They listen to the same music, they watch the same TV shows, they try on shoes together, and they love to party. But most of all, they love to party together. Even when we were in Vegas a couple weeks ago for Matt's bachelor party, all of us groomsmen were saying we wish Katie was there. It just didn't feel right without her. Matt and Katie have the rarest type of friendship. The friendship where someone gives the other person total freedom to be themselves. Let me repeat that. The friendship where someone gives the other person total freedom to be themselves. There is no mending, no hoping that the other person would change, just pure acceptance. I've never met another couple who accept each other more than Matt and Katie. And because of it, they're free to laugh and they're free to love. I wish you guys nothing but the best. I love you both very much. And I look forward to sharing many more good times with you guys.